Happy Friday. Welcome to the MeatHaus. Weak points and arms for today. Starting off, I'm gonna do some banded pull-ups. So we'll start with those, then we'll do some delts, some lateral raises, a couple sets of biceps, a couple sets of triceps, then we'll get out of here. The kids are sleeping. It's about all the time we've got, so we need to capitalize and make the most of the time that we have. So, like I said, blue band. Was rocking a green band, which the Rogue Monster bands, the greens are more assistance than the blue. Once I can knock out sets of 12 with the blue band, we'll go to the red, and then we'll start doing body weight, working up to sets of 12, and then start adding some weights. So a little progressive overload action, trying to get stronger. And I know someone's gonna say, Holt, why are you using straps? Don't you wanna train your grip and train your forearms? And my answer to that is no. I don't actually. I want to train my back. That is the priority. And if my grip is the limiting factor, I'm gonna use some straps. So, also might be a little bit of a bitch, but that's fine. But let's get this going. Oh, hat was a poor choice. Come on. 8. We got 9. I think we're gonna call it at 9. 9 for the first set. We have a very, very chirpy bird on the outside. When I think of my physique, I think just overall size would be nice, but specifically some width, especially in the back would be nice. And then some delts too, to really give you that V taper that everybody's looking for. I'm very much kind of a string bean. I feel like very, very long, not very broad. So this day in the workout is really targeted towards addressing some of those weak points. So like I said, lats, delts, overall arm size. And this time we'll go backwards hat, so I look like a cool guy, and so it doesn't go flying off. Just want to fly away, Get that barn door back. What people talk about. What? Cool. Come on. 6. We have 2 more. 6.5. But definitely feeling it. Definitely feeling it in these lats. Oh, great. There's another mosquito in here, or a wasp in here. We say we mix up this angle, huh? Keep it fresh. This is cinematic. It's all about those angles, baby. It really is a nice day out. Pretty nice breeze. Yesterday it was a sweat lodge in here. It was so hot. Today, not as bad. Wow, just caught a glimpse of my farmer's tan. That's pretty bad. The goal and one of the mantras of this channel is getting jacked and tan. And we are neither jacked nor especially tan. I mean, I guess my legs, I think it's kind of pasty white, but this farmer tan is, I don't want to say egregious, because I've definitely seen worse, but could be better. That's for sure. We'll address the tan another time. Right now, let's just focus on getting jacked. 1, 2, 9, 4. Oh man. 5. Come on, we got 6. Oh, okay. We'll take it. So we went 9-6-6. Like I said, last week we went 8-7-6. 9, 6.5, 6. Better, worse, I don't really know. I guess kind of all washes out in the end there. Another brick on the laid down in the house of getting jacked and tan. The MeatHaus of getting jacked and tan. So whoops. It's okay. Perks of lifting in the garage. We're just making do with the space that we've got. I knocked over a ruler. And I really wish I had 15-pound dumbbells. I have the Iron Masters, which are the quick lock. So they have the end bit that you unscrew and slide it out, then you can load the plates. And for what they are, they're pretty good, But every once in a while, the pin, the locking mechanism, gets stuck. And changing out those, I basically end up having to drop them on the floor because they get stuck. Yesterday we were talking about how convenience, especially at a home gym, is almost the most important. Because if there's a mild hindrance or inconvenience when it comes to training or performing a lift, it's really easy just to not do it. Here we go. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. How these delts looking? Looking all right? Looking all right? Okay. This Titan Rackable Curl Bar is the latest addition, and I am a very big fan. The knurl on this bar could be just a bit better, but for what it is and my use case, I'm gonna be at 17. This will work. For my use case, I am a fan. One warm-up set, I think it sets at 12. So bar is, 30 pounds. So we'll warm up with a 10 each side, 50 pounds, and then throw 5s on, and that'll be our working weight for the day. There we go, 12. 12 at 50 pounds, let's throw some 5s on. You guys wanna see something really cool? Oh. Let's get fun here. 60 pounds on the curl bar, curling in the squat rack. Here we go. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 8, 9, 10. Woo. Man, it's getting hot. Get out Gonzaga University Social Club, 2014, 2015. 10 years later, still rocking it. Here we go. Here we go, Bulldogs. All right, 3 more. Let's go. Dig deep. Come on. 8, 9, 10. Oh. Okay. All right. All done with easy bar curls. Skull crushers are next. We'll get those set up. What do you think about this? That water heater angle. Is this the meta? Shout out home gyms. Shout out water heaters. Was it 60 pounds? We'll keep this on while we get these knocked out. Instead of doing the super inside grip, kind of like I was doing on curls, I kind of use the outer grip. I feel like it's a little easier on my elbows. And I go thumbless, and instead of a traditional skull crusher, I guess this is more of like a JM press. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, I think it's a pretty good working weight. Pick up this hat before a bunch of spiders climb into it. There's a little sneak peek of more of the garage. Just here in my garage. Hey, see a hat? And again, don't really use this super narrow grip here. I use more of this outer one, thumbless grip. I do feet up on the bench. I mean, I don't think it really matters. And then, like I said, less of a skull crusher, more of a JM press. I'm sure somebody out there who's smarter than me will correct me if I'm calling this the wrong thing. I want to have big arms, gotta have big triceps. So, gotta hit these bad boys pretty hard. Everybody likes a nice set of arms. If you want to look jacked, you gotta have big arms, wide back, big traps, big everything. But anyways, we're just gonna knock these out. 4, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12. 2 sets on hammers, 2 sets on overhead tricep extensions in our janky little setup using this guy here. And we'll call it. And that'll be it. It's Friday. Love that. And it's also my wife and I's 5-year wedding anniversary. So picked up a ribeye. Got that on deck for tonight. Did a nice little dry brine overnight. Seared in the cast iron. Finish her off in the oven. Have a nice little anniversary dinner, which will be nice. I'm looking forward to that. But before we get there, we have 1 set of hammers and we have 2 sets of overhead triceps to get through. I don't have a rope or a V-bar or any other kind of traditional cable attachment that you would think of for something like this. It's less of this isn't a functional trainer or anything. It really is a lat pull down with a low row. So to make this work, I just use the straight bar. I kind of push my butt up against this, and this is how we're doing it. So that's about as good as it's gonna get right there. I don't know, those look terrible. No, not too bad. That's not the worst thing I've ever seen. When you're doing these alone and you don't have a camera set up, or and you're not looking at yourself while you're doing this, it's easy to think, my form's never been better, or my form's totally shit. But after checking just now, not too bad. At the home gym, we have a single car garage that I'm fortunate enough that my wife said, sure, turn it into a gym. And over 5 years, it's kind of grown into what y'all see on stream and on video here. And it really is all about maximizing the space that you have, getting things up off the floor when you can, versatile equipment, getting things that you'll actually use, not things that, some random influencer said, hey, this exercise absolutely blew up my delts, and you got like a dedicated, lateral raise shoulder machine, which sounds great. And if you have the space and if you have the money for it, by all means, go for it. But for those of us working with limited space, limited budget, versatile pieces, things that you'll use, convenience, less barrier to entry, those are all the things that I think drive good usage in a home gym. Thank you for stopping by. Follow the MeatHaus here on Twitch. Check us out on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all the socials. You've been great. We've been the MeatHaus. Happy Friday. Have a good one. Stay jacked. Stay tan. Catch you later.